Hello children, welcome to science lecture. Let's continue with the chapter sound. In the previous video we learned that sound is produced due to vibration of an object, and the quality of sound produced depends upon these vibrations only. How many vibrations will take place will decide the quality and characteristics of a sound. So first characteristic of a sound is frequency. The frequency is the number of to and fro vibrations per second. That means how many times the object will vibrate in a second will give us the frequency of a sound. That means if an object moves only one time, the frequency is 1. If it moves 20 times, the frequency will be 20. And the unit used for frequency is hertz, which is denoted with capital H, small z, Hz. Right, children? So, frequency is the number of to and fro vibrations per second. And the unit used for frequency is hertz. And higher frequencies are measured in kilohertz, and still higher frequencies are measured in megahertz. Now, frequency of a sound will decide the first quality of sound, that is pitch. A measure of how high or low a sound is called as pitch of the sound. And pitch depends on the frequency of a sound wave. That means more the number of vibrations, higher is going to be the pitch. And less number of vibrations will give low pitch of the sound. So pitch tells how high or low a sound is. And pitch is decided by the frequency of the sound. Greater the frequency, higher is the pitch. Low is the frequency, lower will be the pitch. For example, banging of hammer produces a low pitch sound, whereas honking of a car horn produces a sound with high pitch. Another characteristic of sound is amplitude. What is amplitude? We said that sound is produced due to vibration. So when an object starts vibrating from its mean position, how far that object vibrates at the max, that is called as its amplitude. That means the maximum displacement of vibrating body from its mean position is termed as amplitude of sound. Soft sound has small amplitude and louder sound has large amplitude. As you can see in the figure here, children, this is first wave is shown for soft sound. You can see that displacement is not much high, it is only up to here. This is for soft sound, so very small amplitude. Whereas in the second figure, the amplitude is quite greater. It has gone little far from the mean position. So that means the amplitude is large, and therefore this sound produced will be louder. And this amplitude of the sound will decide another quality of sound, that is loudness. The loudness of a sound increases with the amplitude of the sound wave. Larger the amplitude, louder will be the sound. For example, here when someone is quiet or very soft sound is produced, that time amplitude is short. Whereas in the second case, this is showing a loud sound, where amplitude is quite large. Okay, so the loudness of a sound is related to the movement of the particles. And the loudness of sound is measured in decibels. The unit used for loudness is decibels, which is denoted as small d, capital B. Okay, decibels. Loud sound gives large amplitude and quiet sound gives smaller amplitude. These were the two qualities of sound. Now, depending upon the frequency, we have different types of sound produced. Now, human beings are able to hear only a particular range of, a fixed range of frequency of sound only. And on the basis of that, sound is called as audible or inaudible. What is audible sound? A sound which we can hear is called as audible sound, and it has frequencies between 20 Hz and 20,000 Hz. That means human beings are able to hear only the sounds with the frequency between 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz, and sound lying in between this range is called as audible sound. Whereas inaudible sound is sound which we cannot hear because it has frequencies either less than 20 Hz or more than 20,000 Hz. So those sounds which produce sound out of this range, 20 to 20,000 Hz, may be lower than 20 or more than 20,000, that are called as inaudible sound. Sound whose frequencies are more than 20,000 Hz are called as ultrasonic sound, whereas like some animals like dogs can hear ultrasonic sound, bats can produce ultrasonic sound. So human range of hearing is 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. Then what are the sounds below 20 Hz called? Sound waves with a frequency too low, that is less than 20 Hz, are called infrasonic sound. And infrasonic sound are used or can be produced by animals like whales, elephants and hippopotamus. They are using these sounds to communicate over distances. Whereas the sound with the frequency more than 20,000 Hz are called ultrasonic sounds. And animals such as dogs, bats, birds and insects can hear these ultrasonic sounds. So that means human beings can hear only the range of 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz sound frequency only. We cannot hear infrasonic or ultrasonic sound. They are used by only some specific animals only who are using these type of sounds for communication.